What's going on, y'all? How was y'all Super Bowl weekend? I know some of y'all still celebrating. Happy Monday. The rest of y'all still having nightmares over that wrong play. Let me know in the comments who had the 49ers and who had the Chiefs. But before we get into the Super Bowl, let's pay these bills. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the Cash App below. And let's start the show. So before we get into the Super Bowl Sunday, something else happened on Sunday that we need to discuss, that we don't discuss on this platform. And that's the business, that's the money. We follow the money here. So on Sunday, the New York State drops the law that any way you're going to use your credit card, the established is allowed to charge your credit card a surcharge fee. Huh? The restaurants is allowed to charge my credit card a surcharge fee on top of taxes? Huh? Yeah. We gonna break all that down. Let's watch this video and break down the video.
According to the State Consumer Protection Division, the new law gives businesses 3 pricing options. Clearly display both the credit card and cash price, list the higher credit card price and advertise a discount for cash purchases, or use the same price for both cash and credit card prices. At Selena's Mexican restaurant at Village Gate, they are going with the last option.
So they giving us an option. If we gonna use our credit cards, they're gonna charge us a surcharge fee. They're gonna say cash or card. So I live in Harlem. A lot of places don't even allow credit cards or any type of card after 12 o'clock. But that's gonna all change now because they get to charge your credit card a surcharge fee. So it's either cash or card. With the cash, you get to pay the tax. You still paying the taxes, but you don't pay additional fees. When you use your credit card, now you're paying the taxes and the surcharge fee. And for my credit card users, when you go in to pay that statement bill, you're not only paying what you spent, you paying on the surcharge fee as well. So that's additional money coming out your pocket. So when y'all go into these restaurants, make sure you have a wide decision, cash or card.
Rather than try to figure out how to offer it, at first it was like, oh, well, it could be a way for guests to save money on their bill and not share that fee, but it was so confusing about where to put it on the check and how to word it that we just decided it would stay as it was before, which is just a cost of doing business.
She just want all that money. Let's just get all that money.
Chairman of Brighton Securities, George Conboy, explains the financial aspect of the new law and how businesses can choose to enforce that law.
That's where I come in. So they gonna charge. So the first question, the first answer that I'm gonna have for y'all, and that we should be asking is, how much is the surcharge fee? What percentage? If taxes is already like 2-3%, what is the surcharge percent? that's going to be a big deal. Because if it's a 4%, 3%, you might as well cook at home or stack that or start spending that box money. Now, from a business perspective, the roll-in price, and I'm looking this way because I have notes. The roll-in price, what that lady just did, that's the best offer. But the people, the customers have to see the policy. They have to see the policy. Even if it's a roll-in, they have to see the policy. So, like I said, from the business perspective, just roll it in. They see the policy. If they don't ask, they read it on their own. They understand it on their own. They want to use a credit card still. Obviously, they seen the policy. Just leaving it to the roll-in. It's more money. Especially a lot of people who's worried about the reward points and things like that. The more money you spend, the more reward points. My other business perspective is if you have your waiters explain the option and let them know that they could save money if they spend cash, that could give your waitress a good tip. Waiters could see some good tips now because they think they saving, which they are. They saving the surcharge fee, and which they could just give that to the waiters, especially if they explain it well and let them know that you're saving by not using your credit card. Even if you're a reward fan, you're saving. You're saving a lot more. So that's good for waitresses as well. Great tips I see coming in. Now the reason why they laid out this right here was because we are in debt. 1.5 trillion dollars in credit card debt. The economy is in debt in credit cards. Our banks is in debt. And it's people is turning 18 every day. There's gonna be more loans they don't have to give out. And we was just going through a bank crisis. So this might help the economy as well. Go back to the Dave Ramsey. This is a win-win. You don't have to use your credit cards. You can use that money. Stop going outside. Use that money to pay off that debt. Give that money back to the bank. Also, it will bring the debt down in the economy. Because people is overly spending now. Now, when you're spending cash, like the theory is when you're spending cash, you're more hesitant on what you're doing. When you got the credit card, you just swipe it. So this is a win for the economy. This is a great win for the economy from a business perspective. The last thing about this is not for debit cards. Only for credit cards. You can use your debit card. You're not going to get charged a surcharge fee. Only for credit cards. So that's my business perspective. Like I said, this is a win for the employees, a win for business, a win for the economy, right? For a consumer, it might it might turn up for a consumer just off the impulse of when you explain it to them, right? Because it's gonna force the consumer to think about going out now. When the consumer say, "Okay, I get paid Friday, I can just use my credit card and then I just pay that back." No, now you don't have to think about, I'm gonna have to pay back taxes and the surcharge fee. Is it worth? Is it worth it? Now I gotta work an extra hour. Now I gotta stay an extra hour at work. Is it worth it? It's gonna force. It's gonna force the consumer to think about going out and using a credit card. Even like the war points, people that's big on war points, is gonna force the consumer to think, I gotta spend more to get more reward points. But if I'm saving more, I could just use that and create my own budget like reward points. The difference is credit cards even though we in debt, credit cards is good for budgeting just because the app and it tracks the spending and stuff. It's good for budgeting. Perks and the perks and not to get off topic, because this is the consumer. But I'm telling you why the consumer might like using a credit card. The 0% interest rate fee in a year. So if they give you 100K, you don't have to pay no interest within a year. That's a play. So you could use all that money back, that 100K, and you pay that 100K. Next year you might have to pay 100K plus more. Reward points. When you spending large, you get reward points, hotels, flights, restaurants, all type of points, and you know, by using your credit card. So that's why they don't use a credit card, but they're gonna be forced to think when they get hit with them surcharges. Oh, what else I have right here? Now, I just talked about the taxes and the surcharge. You don't be paying taxes and surcharge. And if you at a restaurant, you know that word gratuity fee. Will you look at who's that? He ain't come. He ain't eat. Yeah. You don't be paying 3 things besides what you ate. You don't have to think about that now. Man, I might as well just pay this cash. And then you want to make sure you have cash on you, because then hitting the ATM is a fee. It's fees everywhere. It's fees everywhere. But we trying to at least cut down on the fees. That's what we here for. Cut down the fees and the taxes. Now, consumer debt and credit cards is $1.05 trillion. It's never gonna get paid, so we don't have to fix that. And I guess by fixing it, it's just forcing people to think. And cash is king right now. You don't know how many around my area, Chinese people only taking cash. Some Jamaicans restaurants only taking cash. And I don't know if it's to deport it back to, or I don't know, but they just taking cash. And is it time, New York, to stop financing our freedom, financing our luxury? Is it time to stop? Pay what you weigh. The Dave Ramsey method. Yeah. Dave Ramsey is going to have a lot of call-ins this year. Especially off this play right here. This is him right here explaining his whole play about not using credit cards. Now, credit cards is beneficial, but you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. And like I said, when that play come, you have to go with the play. Because that 1 year is up. So, let me know what y'all do. Y'all don't stick to the cash. Y'all be responsible and say, yo, we're going to pay that surcharge, or the reward points will overcome the surcharge. I like my flights. I like my hotels. But let me know, because this really affects the middle and low income areas. That's what it boiled down to. But that's all I have for the New York State law that they put in place on Sunday. So it's in fact. So this week, when y'all going out, and right on time for Valentine's Day. So when y'all going out to the restaurants, make sure y'all have that cash, please. I don't want no arguing about who is surcharge. And of course, a couple of restaurants don't just go into the rolling price. They're not gonna have their waiters explain that to y'all, which I think that's a good idea. That's more tips, and it gives the consumer, a little more. How can I say, like, just an option. Some people love to have choices. So on Valentine's Day, make sure you have that pocket full of cash as well as that credit card. Now, let's get into the Super Bowl Sunday. Let's get into this Super Bowl Sunday. Who had the Chiefs and who had the 49ers? I know a lot of. I was at my cousin crib, right? We chop it up there. The 49ers, a lot of my friends was jacking 49ers. And it was like only like three, 4 people that was saying Chiefs. But them 3, 4 people was up now. Shout out to the Chiefs. Shout out to the Chiefs. We don't go through the memes and all that. See how Super Bowl was looking. But why did y'all go with the 49ers? The 49ers is tough. The 49ers is tough. They had me questioning, like, who y'all got, like. But when I went back home and I went on FanDuel, I said, you can't go against the Chiefs. They just won. You rather just down the hill. They just won. You can't go against them. They just won. They just won, man. And the score was 25 to 29. 25 to 22. 49ers had 22. The Chiefs had. My bad. The 49ers had 22. The Chiefs had 25. Now, first couple of quarters, it was looking shaky because the 49ers was up. Every time I looked at that TV, the defense was on. Right? But and I don't watch football. The only time I watch football is when the Super Bowl. The only time I watch basketball is when the playoffs. So get to know that about me. I'm not about to sit there and watch. No. So, but look, I was happy the Chiefs won because we won some money. Won some money on. But what I noticed was the last year I watched this, the Eagles and the Phillies was all in my ear. Gilly, I'm watching Gilly. I almost betted on the Eagles last year. Watching my timeline and Gilly and all that. Suit the Gilly. And I'm talking about $1 million worth of games. So the same thing happened. The same thing happened. Losing, looking like it was tough, just came back. And then at the very end, shut it down, made the right plays, and got the win. Both times. Now, this game was a little under. It was, like I said, the Chiefs had 25, 49ers had 22. Last year game, same, like I said, same thing. And they won by 3 again. Last year, 2023, Super Bowl, the Chiefs was 38, Eagles was 35. Same 3-point win. And like I said, when you watch the game, it's like the same thing. But shout out to the Chiefs. I'm glad I bet. Glad I was rooting for y'all, man. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of when you was watching the FanDuel, the Chiefs had a good betting because everybody was betting on the 49ers. Everybody wanted the 49ers to win this year. But let's get back to the memes. Let's get back to these memes. So the Super Bowl. Look, this guy ripping his. It's night for you. Taylor Swift. It was a lot of people at the Super Bowl too. There was a lot of people at the Super Bowl. I ain't know. Here go one of these plays.
There! Hartman! Jackpot! Kansas! Going on. First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hartman!
Easy.
Jackpot! Kansas! Going on. First and goal.
Overtime. And this is what I'm trying to say. Shout out to Kansas City. Shout out to the Chiefs.
You lost your hoe to T.I., I'd be like, hey, that's T.I. But Usher.
Oh, yeah. Super Bowl was crazy. Super Bowl was tough, too. Yeah. I ain't really. Ice Spice will get crushed. Touched on. Look, she always acting bad. Shout out to Ice Spice. She was there turning up. Nah, this was. I want to see a performance. She did a great job. Like the halftime, I don't be really big for the halftime. It was alright. I don't mean into the halftime. It was alright. That's they won. That was the biggest. That was the halftime. They won in OT. Shout out. Ain't no show nobody else that was there. Let me see my Instagram. Shit, bro. See what they caught. See who they caught.
Sensational. 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 One night for you, yeah. And I know, and I know, and I know, and I know.
Is he still dating Omarion Baymore?
Cuando yo no sensational.
Oh, just like we drew it up. Yeah, and you talking about the New York State law and the Chiefs? You ran both plays. Shout out to Biden. Never vote for you. Nah, shout out to Biden.
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
Hey.
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special. We talked about he was saving.
Yeah, why are they always posing her? This one is going.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no.
What the hell is this? Beyonce? That new song?
So pocket legs.
I want to hear it, but what the hell she got on? Yo, some of these stuff that girls be posting should be banned, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
He said it after each AFC Championship game.
Yes, that on the platform. Yep. I might join them if it's their way. I've seen it so many times. He said,
I'm running for Beyonce of the United States.
Like I was saying, some of these pictures girls post should be getting banned. Wait, what? That's us a wife? That's his long-term girlfriend? Long-time girlfriend? No,
and he had to block for the fumble.
no comment. No comment. So Jay-Z, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people's did. Shout out to Jay-Z. In the sideline with his two kids. Ye was there. Do they show what Ye had on? Ye was bugging. Man, now they ain't know he was show what Kanye had on. Look at my son. Look at my son, yay. Alexander McQueen, Jesus mask. Stop it, brother. That's yo, bro. I would never wear that, bro. Why would they put the G? Yo, I be riding with Ye, but sometimes Ye be bugging. Like, why would you what you doing? Yo, some people was taking pictures with this guy.
30-second timeout.
Nah. Shout out to Ye though. But yeah, man. Happy Monday. That's all I have for y'all. We went over some education and some entertainment today. March coming. We're gonna have some big announcements. Boxing coming. Like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hit the Cash App. And we gonna keep bringing out some episodes.